Okay, welcome everybody to the Beaver County Softball Network. My name's Bill Littler, and we are here at Riverside, and they are going to host Freedom Bulldogs. This will be the first section game this year for both these teams. They are fortunate enough to have a game today. We had a lot of rain over the weekend, and this field is playable, and I know there's several teams in the area that had to cancel their games. The umpires are here. They did their walk around of the field. And I'm not sure if they're going to wait to start at 4, if they're going to try to get started here a few minutes early. Depends on the coaches, I would assume. Both teams are warmed up and in the bench. And I would imagine that they would start maybe a few minutes early. You can see they're putting diamond dry in some spots of the field. And I actually just noticed I dropped one of my cameras, so I'm going to add that while we can. There's the coaches getting ready to go over the ground rules. Again, this is Freedom and Riverside. And both these schools are in Class 2A, Section 1, along with Aliquippa and New Brighton. It's for both these schools, and they're also Laurel, Neshannock, and Shenango. So they're going over the ground rules. While they're doing that, if you are watching and you have yet to subscribe to our network, please do. This does help us grow. And the more you watch, the more hours we collect, and gives us the opportunity to be eligible for monetization out here in the YouTube world. I do want to keep this free for everybody. So I'm trying to use the social media platform and other things that I'll get into here in a minute to help fund this network. We are sponsored by what we're calling BCSN Investors. As the game goes along, but they are our sponsor. So hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I saw that the game started on YouTube, so we should be good there. And it looks like we are breaking up from the home plate meeting, and we're going to get started here in a few minutes. It's about 53 degrees out here. It's cloudy. I don't expect there to be any sun today, but the rain should be past us, hopefully. I try not to stream whenever there's rain in the forecast just because of the equipment. So I felt today was pretty safe to get out here if they had the game, and they do, so I'm here.
Good afternoon and welcome to Riverside High School. At this time, we'll begin by announcing today's starting lineup as the Riverside Panthers take on the Freedom Bulldogs. We'll begin with the visiting team. Number 16, Charlize Fry. Number 27, Hayden Buchan.
Number 2, Emily Lawrence. Number 7, Harmony Martin. Number 9, Janice Klein. Number 20, Hannah Hoy. if you could give a round of applause for the rest of the Lady Bulldogs as they join their teammates onto the field. And now we'll announce your Lady Panthers starting players for today's matchup. Batting leadoff and playing center field, number 3, Danny Rosenberger. Number 9, Cam Friello. Number 99, Saren Hoover. Number 5, Charlie Bissell. Number 22, Ansley Freshmore. Number 39, Addie Drake. Number 11, Macy Freer. Number 15, Emma Stockman. And number 25, Kenzie Fryer. And if you could, please give a round of applause for the rest of the Lady Panthers as they join their teammates onto the field. Now, gentlemen, please remove your hats and let's all rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Kudos to Riverside for doing something like that. Yeah, most high schools in this area anyway don't have the audio system set up at their fields. So that was nice. Maybe they'll set a trend and start doing it more for all the different schools in this area. All right, so we're going to get started here. So, of course, Riverside is the home team, so they'll be in the field first. As they take the field, I do have rosters. I do know that Riverside, a couple of their players are actually on a school trip for something, and they're not going to be here today. So I'm talking with the coaches. I know that they're starting a couple freshmen, or a freshman pitcher, and she said there was a couple pitchers who were going to throw today. So catching for Riverside is number 5, Charlie Bissell. She's a senior. And number 25, Kenzie Fryer, is going to be the pitcher. And the first batter is going to step in the box for Freedom. Shows a bunt but pulls back. And this is number 16, but she doesn't look to be in the roster, so I'm going to have to wait for Game Changer here to tell me what's going on. First pitch was a ball. 2-0. Three knows the count. And here's the 3-0 pitch. I would say she's taking. And it's going to be ball 4. That puts a runner on base for Freedom. And that was Charlize Fry. She's number 6 in the roster. That was a high pitch. Gets past the catcher, and the base runner will steal second. So Freedom's in business here. This is number 27 batting, Hayden Buchan. I actually interviewed her over the winter on my small ball podcast. If you want to watch that, that's under the small ball podcast playlist. There's a foul ball out of play. I think we have 2 balls and a strike. Runner still in second. Missed high. 3-1's a count. It's not freezing cold out here, but it is windy. So it does make it feel a little bit colder than what it is. Missed high there. That was close. That puts runners on first and second. And this brings up number 2, Jalen Gayton. And I'm not the best with names, so if I pronounce names wrong, I do apologize. Missed high again. So we got runners on first and second. And time is going to be called. And Coach GL from Riverside is going to have a talk with her pitcher, trying to calm her down a little bit. I'm sure being a freshman, she's a little nervous right now. She just needs to settle down and get out of this. So again, if you haven't subscribed to our network, please do. It helps us grow and keep everything free for everyone, at least for this network. Okay, so we got 1 ball in the batter, and we're going to get started again. Nobody out, runners on first and second. It shows bunt. And the steal attempt. And everyone went back. I didn't switch over quick enough, but the girl on second decided to stop and head back to second. But she was able to get there in time. It was a nice play by the catcher to get that ball down to third. So we got 2 balls in the batter. Missed high again. It's 3-0. There's a strike. Was that a delayed steal? And she went back. Not sure what's going on. I think maybe the coach is telling her to steal and she's kind of hesitant. I'm guessing that's what's happening. That's ball 4. Then that'll load the bases. So nobody out, bases loaded. And that brings up number 7, Harmony Martin. Pitcher's missing just a little bit high. She needs to make her adjustments and bring it down a little bit. Missed outside on that one. 2-0. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Missed high again. Yeah, pitching is tough at this, especially when you're a freshman coming in. It's not an easy thing to do. And that'll be ball 4. And that will put the first run on the scoreboard. So Freedom's up 1-0. Yeah, with pitching too, a lot of times it's just the simplest thing that you need to adjust. There's a strike. So batting now for Freedom is another girl. It's not. Trying to figure out who's up. I think it's Janet Klein. A lot of time these smaller schools don't have, they have the uniforms that they have, so sometimes their shirt numbers change if they have away and home jerseys. Still nobody out. Bases are loaded. That's going to score another run on a walk. Time is called. Here comes Riverside's coach, and she's going to make a pitching change. Now, from what I understand, yeah, this number 7, her name is Kara Sutphin, and she's also a freshman. So we'll see what she can do here. A lot of times, too, the coaches will just take the pitcher out for an inning, maybe 2 innings, and then put her back in just to kind of clear her head a little bit. Sometimes the game mentally gets the best of some of these girls. And then with this being an official high school game, everybody's got to update their scorecard, including the umpire, other teams, make sure everyone has the right lineup. Batter steps into the box, and I missed who this was. I think it's Kendra Connor. There's a swing and a miss. And I don't have the grades for Freedom. I just have their names and numbers. There's a foul ball. 2 strikes on the batter here. Bases are still loaded. Score is 2-0. Freedom. We're in the top of the first. Called strike 3. It's a nice pitch. Okay, batting. That ball missed out of the zone. Batting now for Freedom, number 43, Charlotte Rywalt. Sorry if I didn't say your name right. Bases are still loaded. We got 1 out. Called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter. Missed time outside. It's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be 2 outs. Bases are still loaded. Swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch. You can see his pitcher's a little bit settled in more. There's a foul ball. And this is number 14. But it looks like they have 2 14. So this is Miss Lowe. This is Riley Vochko. Again, hope I said your name right. Missed time outside. Caught strike. She wanted to swing, but she held up. Evens the count at 2. Do have 2 outs. Bases loaded. See if Riverside can get out of this. That's strike 3. It's a good job by that pitcher. She came in a tight spot. Nobody out. Bases loaded, and she stopped the bleeding. Good job. All right, we'll be back. Bottom half of the first after this. All right, so you're going to see BCSN Investors popping up here. They are the sponsor of the network. There's 3 areas of it. One is an eBay store that sells trading cards. Another is an Etsy shop that we make dye sublimation things like bag tags, awards, plaques, banquet plaques, whatever you want. And then also trading cards. So we have this series that you'll see here in one of the breaks, the Legends series that has former players who are now playing college ball here in Beaver County. And then Spring is the other pillar that sells our merchandise. So if you want to support the network and buy a t-shirt with the logo on it, you can go there and get yourself some merchandise. All right, so this is the bottom half of the first inning. You gotta reset everything. Okay, so pitching for Riverside is number 7, Harmony Martin. And catching, I don't know. She has a lot of hair blocking her number. See if I can look it up on Game Changer. No, I can't. All right, well, we'll figure it out at some point. But we do know the pitcher is number 7, leading off for Riverside is number 3, Danny Rosenberger. There's a swing and a miss. Miss low. 1-1's a count. Danny's older sister, Sam, used to play on my travel team. She is watching. A shout out to you there, Sam. So we got 2 balls and a strike on Danny. Danny is a senior. There's a called strike, even at 2. She did break the school record for stolen bases. I think it was 2 seasons ago. So we got a full count. There's a called strike 3. Nice pitch there by, see if I can, by Harmony Martin. It's a nice pitch. There's a foul ball. So batting now for Riverside is number 9, freshman Carmen Friello. That ball was high and outside. Nobody's on base. Looks like Riverside has 4 seniors in their lineup. A lot of sophomores. Missed high. Another foul ball. I think that evens the count at 2. That hit her. So she will get a free base on that one. All right, so there's a runner on first. is. Siren Hoover, number 99. And she's a sophomore. There's a high fly ball. And it's going to be caught by the shortstop. So it wasn't a fly, it was an infield fly. Sitting here in the outfield, I thought that was a further hit than it was. So that is the second out. There's a foul ball. Now batting for Riverside is Charlie Bizzle. She's a senior catcher for this team. Missed outside. Ooh, runners on second. There's a ball play out of the reach of shortstop, and that is going to score a run. It's a clutch hit there. So you have a runner on first base. And I do believe they put in a courtesy runner for her. They do this in high school for the catchers. Shows bunt. She pulls back, but it's still called strike. Still a base attempt, and it's going to be in there safe. That was kind of slow developing her. I didn't realize she was running. That gets past the catcher, and she's going to advance to third. And Riverside's threatening to tie this game. So batting is Ansley Freshcorn. She's a senior. Missed high. That missed low, and she's going to score. It gets past the catcher, and that'll tie the game. This backstop is not really deep, but it's deeper than a lot of the fields around here. So you can advance on pass balls. A lot of these fields, you can't even pass on pass balls just because the backstop is so short or shallow. There's a hard hit up the middle. Second gets it, throws it to first, and it's get past the first baseman. And she's going to stay there at second. I think they're going to check the pitcher and make sure she's okay. In this colder weather, getting hit with those balls, they feel it. She looks like she's going to be okay. I'm sure the ump's going to let her throw a couple to make sure she's all right. Yeah, in this colder weather, when you get hit like that, it just feels different. So the game's tied 2 apiece here in the bottom of the first. We have a runner on first base, or wait, second base. there's a hit. And the play at first is going to be in time. First baseman kind of made a shuffle step there. Almost seems like she missed the bag, but umpire gave it to her. So that'll be 3 outs in the end of the first. We have a tie game, 2-2. We'll be right back. It's another way we bring in revenue to the network is through Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, please follow us on Facebook and engage on our posts so you can share them, like them, comment on them. All that helps generate income for the network. We're up to, I think, 940 followers since I made this, so we are growing. It's getting colder out here. All right, so let's see who we have up here. This is the last batter, then they're going to turn it order over. And this is Trista Somerville. That's 2 strikes on the batter. This is top of the second. Riverside's already on their second pitcher. That just missed. That first pitcher, she just had troubles finding the strike zone, throwing it high a lot. And this pitcher's settled down a little bit, and she's starting to throw strikes, which always gives you a chance. Foul ball. Batter's hanging in there. So we have a 2-2 count. I'm about to put on my jacket here in a minute. Swinging him at strike 3. Okay, so we're back at the top of the order. Look how much this girl's choking up on the bat. She showed bunt. And this is Trilly's Fry, number 6. She's number 6 on the roster, but wearing number 16. Shows bunt again. That'll be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. She walked and scored a run her first at bat. Missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. Do have an out. I need to update the scoreboard. So we got 3 balls and a strike here on the batter. This pitcher for Riverside was doing pretty good. Still, I started talking about it. Now she's struggling a little. There it is. Called strike 3. It's a good way to recover. It's a nice pitch. Nice placement. There's 2 outs. And batting now is Hayden Buchanan. She is a senior. She also walked and scored a run in the first inning. There's a foul ball. Good contact. Ooh. Missed outside. There's a ball in play. And it's going to be fair ball. Yeah, it fell right behind first base there. It looks like second kind of had a play on it. That should be the outfielder's ball, but that's why they need to talk to each other out there to see who's what. But that is an easier play for the outfielder than it is for the second baseman. So you have a runner on second. That was a good hustle too by Hayden. There's back up the middle. And that's going to give Freedom the lead. That was kind of like a half swing there. Good enough. Right back up the middle. Gives Freedom the lead, 3-2. There's a called strike. Missed low. Good job by the catcher to keep that ball in front of her. That timeout on the equipment. Oh, she's good. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3 in the inning. All right, so Freedom takes the lead on a couple hits. And we'll be back with the bottom half of the second. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Like I said before, it helps us grow as a network. And Helps cover expenses of having this. I just put on my jacket. It's getting colder. Okay, let's see who's up. This is Macy Greer. She's a senior. First pitch is a ball. Riverside still trying to get through their lineup. Down 2-1 here in the bottom half of the second. Back up the middle. And she's going to be safe. It was a solid shot. This pitcher's getting beat up in the center there. She made a nice play on the ball. And this is live. So there's a stolen base. I thought they would give her a minute to check it out, but she seems to be okay. This is the bottom half of the second. Runner on second base. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. There's a swing and a miss. Ball in play. Short makes the play. Throw to first. Did she beat it out? No, it looks like they called her safe. Okay, so Riverside's in business here. They got runners on first and third with nobody out. They're going to go home, and she'll be safe. The runner advances to second. That does tie the game at 3. Another ball gets past the catcher, and she's going to score. It's a nice try by the catcher there. But that does give Freedom the lead. I'm sorry, Riverside the lead. There's a ball foul. So Riverside is up 4-3. That'll be a walk. You see, the batter took her time. She could have possibly went for 2 on that. All right, so we have a runner on first, and we're back to the top of the order with Danny Rosenberger. She struck out her first at bat. There's a ball play. And that's going to get past the outfielder. Danny has some speed. And she was on the other base runner's tail there. But she stayed at third, or second, I mean. So they have second and third now. Nobody out. That's a hit. And that's going to fall in between the center fielder and left fielder. And everyone held up. They're worried about the fly out. It's going to score one run. And they will stay at second and third. Second, yeah, so one run scored. So the girl who hit the ball was running, so she didn't stop until she got to second. We're live here at 6-3 now, Riverside. Runner is on third. And there's still nobody out. Gonna miss, and that's gonna get past the catcher and score another run. It's a little slow in the replay. You get the idea though. So Riverside has a 7-3 lead. That's going to be ball 4 on Hoover. Syrian, Hoover. There's a ball in play there. And she's going to be out at first. So that'll be the first out. And I lost my camera. Oh, it's back. We do have a runner on second base. There is one out. Timeout is called by the catcher. Missed high. I think that one was a little bit outside, maybe high a little bit. That's ball 4. The runners on first and second. Still got one out. Number 39, Addison Drake, is up. She's a sophomore. Missed low. Gets past the catcher. Play at third. The throw was there, but the base runner made it, so they're second and third now. It's a nice throw by the catcher. Nice play, actually. And missed low. This catcher does pretty good back here. She just needs to work on her blocks. Got to knock that ball down and keep it in front of you. That was a close pitch there. Ball 4, though. Loads up the bases. And this is number... Miss low, and no one runs. This is Macy Greer. She's 1 for 1 with the run score. I'm sure she'd like to get a hit here. Miss low again. That time, catcher kept it in front of her. That's what you got to do with a field like this. Keep that ball in front of you, especially when there's runners on the bases. That ball's in play, and it's infield fly. Batter's automatically out, and that'll be the second out. Two outs, bases loaded. Riverside scored 5 this inning. Take a 7-3 lead. Sure they'd like to add to it. Missed outside. This is number 15, Emma Stockman. She's a sophomore. She also had a hit her first at bat. That one missed high, and they're going to score. No, no one runs. Bases are still loaded. 2 knows the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two balls and a strike. That one missed inside. And they're going to score this one. And she's going to be out. You can see the umpire didn't make a call because he did not see her touch the plate. And he's waiting. All right, so that's 3 outs. Riverside scores 5, though, so they take the lead 7-3. We'll be back for the 3rd inning. Trying to keep warm here. All right, so one of the things I started doing was selling low-end baseball cards on eBay. So if you are interested in cards, if you collect, please hit our store and see if there's anything out there you like. And I also do consignment, so if you have cards you'd like to sell, you can let me know. Of course, I'm taking donations, and I'll look at your collection and buy it if you're interested in selling it. Just another way for us to bring in some revenue for the network. right, so number 7, Kara Stutfin for Riverside has been pitching pretty good. She came in a tough spot in that first inning with the bases loaded, nobody out. She got out of it, and she's settled in the past couple innings, so see what she can do here. Keep it up. There's a swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Missed outside. That was a good eye. Good location too, something off the plate, make her chase. There's a swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. It's a nice pitch. That'll be the first out. Missed outside. There's a strike. Called strike. You can hear the wind constantly blowing. This is Hannah Hui. Hope I said that right. There's a swing and a miss. She's 0 for 1. There's a ball play back to the pitcher. And she's going to get the out at first. That'll be 2 outs. I tried to switch cameras, but I couldn't do it. My hand's kind of cold right now. So there's 2 outs. There's a hard hit foul. This is number 43. This is also the catcher for Freedom. I couldn't see her number originally because of all her hair. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Currently has an 0-1 count. Another foul ball. 0-2. There's a ball back to the pitcher. Gets the out at first, and that will end the inning. So we'll be back the bottom half of the 3rd. Riverside's up 7-3. All right, so later tonight or tomorrow, I will put up all the instant replays, and it's like a quick and condensed way to watch the game. So look out for that. It'll be on our network. I think they're changing pitchers here for Freedom. Pitching is going to be number 27, Hayden Buchanan. Then leading off for Riverside is Emma Stockman. She's a sophomore. She's 1 for 1. And it looks like we're ready to get started here. Bottom half of the third. First batter. Here we go. Missed high. Ball 1. Two no. Missed again. 3 knows the count. There's a strike. 3 balls and a strike. It's tough pitching when it's cold like this. I'm sure the pitchers won't say anything, but I'll say it for them. It's tough to do anything in this cold. There's a ball hit, and that's going to be safe. Infield single. Show and bunt. There's a runner on first here. And she stole second. Ball gets past the infielder, and she's going to get to third. There's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner on third base. This is Kara. Soon there's a nice hit up the middle. Gets past the shortstop. That's going to score a run. Good contact there. Make it 8-3 Riverside. And we are back to the top with Danny Rosenberger. And that's going to get past the catcher, and she's going to advance the runner to third. I think that's where we're at. Yeah, she's on third base. Danny struck out her first at bat. And I'm not sure. She had a fly ball hit to the right side of the field, and it fell in. I don't know if the scorekeeper gave her a hit. No, she's 0 for 2. But that hit did cause a lot of chaos in the field. Missed high. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, that's going to hit the batter. And she will get first. First and third. That was like in an area where it was hard to get out of the way. Just kind of had to turn around and take it. That ball gets past the catcher, and they're going to score another run. And Danny's going to get in there. Good hustle. It's hard to slide in this field, too, with it being so wet, sticky. She got there. So your runner on third. That's high, and they're going to score another run. So that will clean up the bases. So we have no outs, nobody on. Riverside is up 10-3. The count is 3-0 in the batter. And this batter is Cameron Friello. She's a freshman. And that'll be ball 4. I think that's her second walk of the game. And then that brings up Saren Hoover, foul ball, number 99. She's a senior. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. Foul ball, 0-2. And he got 2 strikes on her, so you can get her out of here. There's a hard hit. And that's going to get through the shortstop, and she's going to hold up at second and third. Good hustle there by both runners to get to the bases there. So second and third. And up is Charlize Bism. Might be Bism. I might have said her first name wrong too. Charlie. Bizzell. I knew that didn't sound right. So it's Charlie Bazell. Missed high. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. Missed outside, and runners are going to advance and score another run. So nobody out. Runners on third base and another walk. First and third. It looks like the coach is talking a little bit to the umpire to see what she can do with a sub. So a discussion like this isn't a courtesy runner. She's actually making a substitution. All right, and say again, if you're watching and you are not subscribed to our network, please subscribe and watch as much content as you can. It helps us out. And they made the switch, so we have a pinch runner on first base. Don't know who it is yet. Number 34, maybe. See if I can look it up real quick. 34 is, don't know. Maybe it's 24. There's a hard hit up the middle. Pitcher catches it, throws it to first, gets the out at first, play at the plate, not in time. Well executed. Pitcher makes the play, third to first. First there's the catcher. Just didn't get there quick enough. So they score another run. We have a runner on second base. 12-3 is the score. Missed high. And runner's going to advance to third. Trying to 39. This is Addison Drake. She's a sophomore. Foul off her foot. That hurts. So Addison is 0 for 1 with a walk. That one gets past the catcher. That will be ball 4. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought it was. The way the batter took off, she was just getting out of the way. So there is a runner on third base. Full count on the batter. 1 out. And that's going to be ball 4. And they're going to try to run home, and they do. The runner's going to take off the second. Kind of knew that was going to happen because the players in the field were not paying attention. Good heads-up base running there. So we have a runner on second base with 1 out, and the score is now 13-3. Riverside's pulling away big time here. Miss Low, that gets past the catcher. Now we have runners on third base. Oh, there is 1 out. I didn't have any outs. There's 1 out. Missed high. 2-0. Batting is number 11, Macy Greer. She's 1 for 2. Run scored. Missed high. Missed outside, and that's going to be ball 4. So you got runners on first and third. This is Emma Stockman. She's 2 for 2. 2 runs scored. Having a nice game. Called strike. Missed inside. There's a hit that gets through the infield. It's going to score 2, and Emma's going to be 3 for 3. Nice day for her. Now batting is Kara Sutphin. She's pitching currently for Riverside, doing a pretty good job. There's a called strike. She's 1 for 1 with a walk, RBI. One ball, 1 strike. Still 1 out. We gotta fix the runners here. Runner on second. That ball is going to be caught by second baseman. Nice play. It was a nice play by second. Good job. So that's 2 outs. Heads up base running. She did tag and advance the third. So we are pinch hitting for Danny Rosenberger. That ball was going to be a foul. This is Josie Cummings for Riverside. Missed high, and here comes the base runner. She's going to score. (16-3). And Riverside has officially blown this game open. One thing that's good about these headsets is it keeps your ears warm. That is a pop-up that is going to be out of play. And that ball's going to be a hit into center. That'll be in for a single. Nice hit. Puts a runner on first. Now batting is number 4, another sub here. Let's see who this one is. Number 4 is Abby Sproul. She's a freshman. Let's see what she can do. Strike on the swing. I think the umpire should not call it and ask for help. There's a swing and a miss. That'll be 2 strikes. Stolen base attempt, and she'll be safe. Missed high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. There's a hit. And that gets through the infield. It's going to score another run. I don't know if you're going to call that one a hit. I didn't switch fast enough. Definitely looked playable. But either way, scores a run. (17-3). Another sub. Who is this? I can't see the number. Is that 13? 18? Maybe 18. Let me see who it is. Addie Burry. She's a freshman. See what she can do. So we have a runner on first base. 2 outs. Ooh, there is 2 outs. I only have 1 out. There's 2 outs. Stolen base. And she'll be there. Runner on second. 2 outs. First pitch was a ball. Ball 2. 2-0. This is Abby's first bat of this game. Addie. I'm sorry, it's Addie. Three knows a count. And that'll be outside for ball 4. And I think the base runner took off for third. So we have first and third, 2 outs. Let's see who's coming up. This is Charlie Bizzle. Missed high. Here comes the base runner, and she'll be safe. And that'll be game. So, Riverside. Mercy rolled Freedom. Final score is 18-3. So thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Our next game is going to be Wednesday, if the weather allows it. It'll be a good game against Central Valley and Blackhawk. So we'll be on live around 4 o'clock, and we'll catch you then.